Okay, so last week we already had a look at the present continuous. So you learned what is the present continuous, why do you want to use the present continuous, what's the difference with the present simple, and how do you make sentences with the present continuous, positive and negative. So now we're going to have a look at questions in the present continuous. So how do you make questions? Let's first start with inversion questions. Inversion questions or yes/no questions, which you already know, of course. So inversion questions, examples are you doing all right? Are you planning to sleep at all? Yeah. Inversion question, typical is that you start always with correct form of to be. For instance, in this case, are. Then you've got the subject, in this case, you. And then the ing form, doing, planning, and then the rest of the sentence, of course. Yeah. So inversion, you start with the verb, but in this case, it's the auxiliary verb, dus het hoofdwerkwoord, to be, correct form of to be, subject, ing form. Yeah. Also, have a good look at short answers. What's a short answer, or how do you format the short answer when you answer to a question in the present continuous? Of course, always start with yes or no, and then subject, and the verb in this case is the correct form of to be. Yeah, so nothing more, just correct form of to be, positive or negative, of course, but then you've got a full stop, dus een punt, dus dat is het. Okay, so that's questions, inversion questions or yes/no questions. Let's then have a look at, of course, the second type of questions, question word questions. So questions with a question word, vraagwoord, vragen met een vraagwoord. So a few examples. What are you doing? Why are you playing it? Yeah, so remember, you heard these questions in the first exercise. So question words are, in this case, what or why. And you see that you have, again, correct form of to be in second place now, the subject and the ing form. So actually it's identical, exactly the same as the inversion questions or yes/no questions, but of course you add a question word. What, why, who, when, where, and so on. Yeah. Answers here, yeah. For instance, what are you doing? We are playing a game. Why are you playing it? Because it's a lot of fun, and so on. Possible answers. But of course, it's important that you understand how do you form a question word question. Important here, yeah, as you remember, I hope, from the present simple, if you ask a question with a question word, and there is also a preposition, yeah, een voorzetsel, for instance, to or with, make sure to put that preposition at the end of your sentence or question. Ja. Dus als je een voorzetsel hebt, dan komt dat voorzetsel helemaal op het einde van de zin. Ja. For instance, where are you going to, or who are you playing with? Yeah. The answer would be, or the original sentence, and oorspronkelijke zin would be, for instance, we are going to England. Yeah. To England. This to goes to the end of the sentence. Yeah. Who are you playing with? I am playing with Sarah. With goes to the end of the sentence. So don't forget that, because I saw that a lot of you forgot to do that in when you were making questions in the present simple. Yeah. So it's the same rule here. Preposition, voorzetsel, goes to the end of the sentence. And the last important type, subtype, and subtype question word question is question to the subjects. Yeah. So, for instance, who is singing? Who is having dinner at the moment? What is happening right now? Ja, dus herinner je dat ook bij de present simple? Een vraag naar het subject, naar het onderwerp. En je vraagt dus eigenlijk iets over het onderwerp, over de persoon, over het ding dat iets aan het doen is, dat aan het gebeuren is, dat iets doet, enzovoort. Ja? So it's actually quite simple. Yeah, if you have a question to the subject in the present continuous or using the present continuous, then you start with the question word, which is always who or what, which refers to the subject, verwees naar het onderwerp. Then correct form of to be, and then the ing form. Yeah, who, question word, is correct form of to be, singing, ing form. Yeah. In the original sentence, oorspronkelijke zin, yeah, you have the exact same word order. For instance, who is singing? Davy is singing. Who is having dinner at the moment? I am having dinner at the moment. Or my mother is having dinner at the moment. What is happening right now? The concert is happening right now. Yeah. So that's also the Dutch word order. De woordvolgorde die we in het Nederlands zouden gebruiken. Hè. Davy is aan het zingen. Wie is er aan het zingen? Yeah. Short answer here. Yeah. You refer to the name, subject of the name, or if it's clear who you're talking about, you can also use a personal pronoun. En dus een naam of een persoonlijk voornaamwoord. Or, of course, can be an object, a thing, an event, een gebeurtenis. Yeah? And then, again, there's just the correct form of to be. For instance, Davy is, I am, the concert is. Okay, so that's that for questions in the present continuous.